What do you feel when you think about someone who hurt you in the past? Anger, resentment, rage, disappointment, pain? I guess pretty negative emotions. And if you want to become free from this past and to feel better, one of the ways to do it is to forgive this person. In this video, I would like to share with you how to write a forgiveness letter and how it can help you to let go of this past and to finally feel better. The first thing to remember is when you forgive someone, you don't do it for them, you do it for yourself. Writing a forgiveness letter is a tool for self-healing. And that should be your motivation, that by doing this, you're making a gift to yourself. You will feel better. It's not connected to this other person who offended you. Other two things to remember. You don't want to forgive someone too quickly, because this will delay the healing. When you forgive too quickly, you skip the important stage where you let yourself to feel all the emotions. And that's very important, to let yourself to process all the feelings that you may have in the past, and maybe you still have them. The opposite idea for someone could be that I will never forgive this. I can't forgive it. What they've done is horrible, it's unacceptable. And when you have this view, it's also not helping you, because when you continue to live with your anger and with this resentment, the only person that you're punishing in this moment is you, not the other person, not your offender. So I think if you're watching this video, it means that you're already looking for a way to forgive someone, and probably you're not having this idea that you don't want to forgive. But if you are, try to look again on the forgiveness in the way that it's something that you're doing for yourself, not for the other person. And writing a forgiveness letter is a powerful tool for self-healing, and I was doing this and it helped me a lot. Other people are doing it, and I'm sure it will also help you. So how do you write this letter? First, I want to say you that it could take several days, and it's better if you will spend several days to do this, not everything in one shot. It also can depend about how bad or significant was the situation. If something minor, yeah, maybe you can do everything quickly, but if something more serious, it's better to give yourself more time. You need to find some calm place when you will not be disturbed by someone, and that you will be alone, so you can do anything you want, and you're sure that you can be as real and honest with yourself as you want. And the first stage of this letter is to release all these negative emotions. Maybe you never had a chance to say what you wanted to say to this person. Maybe they even didn't know that they hurt you, or maybe they did know. All the situations are different, but this moment is to let yourself feel all the emotions. Write everything that is coming to your mind. Don't censor yourself. Be real. Be honest. Get it all out. All the anger, all the rage, everything you want to say. Don't try to be good here. No one is watching. No one is reading. No one is judging. And you should not judge yourself here. It's the moment just for the emotions. Don't try to evaluate them. It's for yourself to become free from them. Probably after you start writing, it could be a bit difficult in the beginning, but then it should come more and more. Something that you haven't said, something that you wanted to do, you haven't done, you can write about this. Tell to this person how they affected you, how they hurt you, what they have done, what do you think about this, what do you feel now, what do you feel now, what did you feel in the moment when it happened, everything. You deserve this moment, you deserve to have a time, place to like feel all the feelings, to release all this. Don't keep it inside. When you write it on the paper, you kind of like remove like everything that is inside on this paper, so like you will not have it anymore. Continue writing while you still have something to say, while you still feel these emotions. And when you feel that you're already tired of this, that there is nothing to say for now, just stop, and the next stage you will do the other day. On the second day, you take again your notebook and you continue writing, again releasing your emotions and your feelings. For some people, it can still be a lot of anger and aggression and maybe some desire for revenge. You can write about it, because it doesn't mean that you plan to do it. It's about still like getting out these feelings. But more often on the second day, you can feel more sadness, more pain and disappointment. And you should write also about these emotions, how deeply they hurt you, how did it affect you, your life, how you were feeling after. And here you can be like more vulnerable. You're writing about pain, about sadness, and this could be difficult, but you need to like pour out also these emotions. And depending on the person, it will be different. For someone, the most difficult part is the first one, because they don't allow themselves to feel anger, and it's very difficult for them. For other people, it's difficult to release anger, but much more difficult to admit that they had pain, that it's affected them badly, and they don't want to be vulnerable. And in this case, this stage will be more difficult. And for others, the third one could be the most difficult, that I will tell next. And then just continue writing about your emotions and feelings. If they are anger and rage, write about this. If they are more sadness and pain, continue to write about them. Doesn't matter. The main idea is continue to be real. Don't try to be good here or evaluate anything. Just like give yourself this time to feel all the feelings, to write everything, and to become more free from all this past. Writing until you still have something to say, until there are still some emotions, and you will feel the moment when like there is nothing else to say. Maybe you will even feel like a bit empty, and you will not want to continue, and that's where you can stop. And then you will continue to on the next day. It will be the third day, and the third stage of this letter is when you actually make a decision to forgive the person. So how do you do it? Of course, there are no like magical way to forgive someone, but once you released all this negative emotion, you should already feel better, and you should already feel calmer at this point. And what you can do, try to separate the person and their deed. In this case, you will try to forgive the person, but you don't accept their deed. You can still say that it's not okay, it's not normal, it's like the deed is maybe unacceptable, and the person who did it, they're responsible for this. It's already like their thing, not yours. And what you're doing is you're doing this self-healing work for yourself to feel better. And then write something about that you accepting that you can't change this past. It's already happened. You can't change anything about this. And that you can't change another person. They are like they are. You can't do anything about it. What you can do is to make a decision how you will continue relationship if you are in, or maybe make some conclusions, set some boundaries, or maybe you will never talk with this person again. Depends what was done and how it's affected you, or maybe still affecting you. These are decisions that you will make, but forgiving is not about this. It's about becoming free from your emotions. So what you're doing, you're helping yourself to heal. Because if you continue to keep this anger and resentment, they will continue to destroy you. You don't want to carry these negative emotions. Because when you understand that you can't change this past, you should also understand that you can change the present. By changing it, by changing the way you feel now, you will also change your future. You will choose different, better future. Without this, without holding all these things inside. So write all these things. What you feel, what did you find, what helped you to accept this past, not accept this deed, but accept the fact that it's happened and it's the past and you can't change it. And the person who did it, they will have to live with what they've done. It's their deed, not yours. You don't have to live with this. You don't have to keep this person in your head forever. Stop punishing yourself. Now it's time to become free. After you finish this letter, you need some closure for the situation. Because when you keep it somewhere, and maybe also if you decide to read it, you will start to go through this again. But the main aim of the forgiveness letter is to keep it in the past, so it's not influencing you anymore. You're free from this. So one way to do it is to burn this letter. And many people who did it felt how much it's helping, what a great relief when you burn this, when you see the fire and how all this disappeared. It gives you the feeling that all these emotions also disappearing and you becoming more free. And it's a great feeling. It's a real relief. If you don't have opportunities to burn it, or you don't want, you can do something else. You can just throw it away or decide to do something else. Just the main thing, don't keep it. Writing a forgiveness letter is it's a gift for yourself to feel better now and to have a better future. I think if you will do it, you will see the difference and you will be grateful to yourself that you've done it. If you have any question about this, you can leave me a comment, especially because all the situations are very different and maybe what I've said here, you don't understand how to use it for your specific situation. Or maybe you want to share your result, you can always leave a comment. And if you like the video, you can subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notification about my new videos.